A little more. Hello.
Hello, good morning. Yes, Wallace and Gromit, they're taking my job for one day, which I struggle to worry about because you know what? They are my favourite animated characters as well.
Well, so we might as well explain now. They are presenting
a prom.
Okay.
They are presenting a family prom. It's going to be absolutely magic, but they're obviously not for real. They're going to be on a screen. You know,
yes.
We never see Wallace and Gromit. You know,
of course.
It's a large plasticine character. But no, they're going to be presenting this, you know, very familiar repertoire, lovely family concert that we're going to have the orchestra playing along to the soundtrack of A Match of Loaf and Death, and also Wallace, very talented chap, he's actually composed a concerto called Concerto in E-Lad.
Have you heard a snippet yet? Have you?
We're all on the edge of our seats for that one, Charlie. I think luckily the violinist who's performing it has got a very good sense of humour as well as being very talented. That's Tasman Little, so she's looking forward to it.
So it's a special animation, presumably, for that show.
Isn't that great? I mean, it's absolutely, you know, to get the proms and get Wallace and Gromit together. I mean, it is going to be a real highlight. My kids are pestering me massively to get tickets to that one. I'm going to have to see what I can rustle up.
Well, let's have a little look at a sample now of what we can expect from this year's proms. Now, those stirring moments. So tell us about that one.
Well, you just saw a clip of the last night of the proms there, of course, which we all know, and is going to be even more special this year because it's been such an amazing year, hasn't it, for London, particularly with the Jubilee and the Olympics going on. So the last night of the proms, I think we've already got our flags and our bunting, haven't we? So it's going to be a massive night. We saw the end up there. That's always a big gala feeling. But we also saw Daniel Barenboim with his West Eastern Divan Orchestra at the beginning. Now, Daniel Barenboim, many people feel is the best conductor in the world. He's a marvellous pianist as well. But what he's got with his West Eastern Divan Orchestra, he's got Palestinians and Israelis playing side by side. It's going to be a massive musical event because they're doing all the Beethoven symphonies, that orchestra, with Daniel Barenboim. And that's, I think, possibly the biggest musical event, if you like, of the prom. It's really going to be quite huge. The Ninth Symphony, which is the famous choral symphony, is going to be performed on the night that the Olympics open. So that's going to be a very stirring movement, and obviously that feeling of music transcending politics and religion, it's very much in reflecting the Olympic spirit as well. So that's
some interesting choices. That's going to be one of your favourites, is it?
That will be fabulous. We saw Nicola Benedetti, beautiful violinist there as well. She's doing 3 proms. She's performing on the last night as well, so she's rather fabulous. That's great. But of course it all kicks off tomorrow. Let's forget that we've got 8 weeks starting tomorrow, so I'm getting very overexcited about that.
8 weeks, and it's live every single night. Can people still get tickets? Presumably they can they?
Well, this is the great thing about the proms, you see, because although some of the tickets have sold out, some of the concerts sold out in minutes.
Which ones, like the last night and all the rest of it?
Well, that's a very particular one which people have to get into a ballot and so on. But yes, lots of the seats in the Royal Albert Hall, 5,000 seats, some of those get sold out very fast. However, every day there are 1,100, 1,200 tickets for promers that are only released on the day, and you can queue and buy those for £5.
It's like Wimbledon.
Well, exactly, but in fact, you get pretty much the best spot in the hall because you stand right down at the front. You can almost reach out and touch musicians. I mean, we'd rather you didn't, but I think they'd probably rather you didn't as well. But so you stand, there's that wonderful atmosphere, everybody's there, it's very relaxed, everybody's having a great time, making friends in the queue during the day, then coming in, you know, bringing their sandwiches. It's really, I mean, it's a really lovely, relaxed and sort of rather special atmosphere, and you can get tickets, so you can just pop in, which is lovely.
Katie, you get to see close up, presumably. A lot of the people are always fascinated by the conductors.
Yes.
Because they're characters, aren't they?
Yes.
Some of them larger than life.
All of them fascinating, all of them different, all of them having that certain special kind of magic to be able to influence this massive group of professional musicians and make this wonderful, wonderful sound.
You know, you mentioned Wallace and Gromit. I
Yes.
think we've got some pictures of Wallace and Gromit, have we? Should we have a look?
Go on.
Just as a treat.
I suppose the beauty of it is that it brings in a whole new audience. That's the beauty of it.
You know, I passionately believe the proms have always been there for everybody anyway, but yes, things like the Wallace and Gromit prom or the Doctor Who prom in the past, Horrible Histories last year, it does bring in families and young people. Sometimes it's the first time they've ever seen a symphony orchestra play, and it's so exciting. And I've got such a privileged position because I sit there looking at everybody's faces, and you know, it's just wonderful seeing the reaction.
Oh, we'll enjoy it. Thank you very much for coming to see us, Katie, and that all starts tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you.
We'll be back tomorrow from 6. Les Dennis will be with us.
Absolutely. Have a great day. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.